up past the 20 to about the 22. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And playoff games in and of themselves, we know they're pressure-filled. That's not breaking any news, but you have to wonder how much added pressure this team feels, given that a perfect season is on the line. They heard it during the regular season. Now they've sat at home for 2 weeks hearing about it. Can they handle that as well as the team that they're facing in order to try and advance?
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Prescott going to do it himself. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott eluding the pressure right. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Inside the 10, marking down at the 9. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator and what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Recovered by the Cowboys.
A first down carry by Allen. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2.
Point conversion.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds, shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the number 1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Cardinals nothing.
On on 2nd and 9. Murray, it's caught on the right side. Williams.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. To throw, it's Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Roughing the passer, defense. Don't you do that.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend.
2nd and 5.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round Weekend. And this one is incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Diggs on the coverage.
Shotgun now for Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for Murray fighting. Lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Prescott from the gun. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Cardinals, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, they pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. On the return, Andy Isabella. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 20.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the move to his left. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Cardinals take over first and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
And it's third down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. But they run the option here on 1st and 10. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered.
Dak Prescott sacked. Fumble on the play.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game, and you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better, and now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
It just doesn't make any sense, does it?
On the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9.
They go down the end again, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
At the 34-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and
on 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
Cardinals nothing.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Elliott.
14-yard line.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
No pain, no gain.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Isabella. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Cowboys have recovered.
Dak Prescott sacked.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try again with Elliott, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
Yeah, I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. Fights off another, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.